It's Saturday, May the 14th, opening day at Monmouth Park on the Jersey Shore. I'll be handicapping all the races daily there, post them on my website, and see how the day turned out. I had selections from 9 different tracks today.
And they're off. The 2016 Monmouth Park season is underway.
The opener at Monmouth in a shocking development. Not. Paco and Lopez was on the even money favorite, number 7 Brother Bobo. Sat in third to the far turn, swung out for the stretch drive.
While closing the gap, Brother Chubb is weakening. Mongolian Chrome is picking it up. Blast away in the blue blinkers. They're at the top of the stretch. Inky Dinky Doo, the leader. Brother Bobo becoming the threat. He's closing resolutely under very confident hand ride. And here comes Brother Bobo coming to the 16th pole. Has to get to Inky Dinky Doo. Behind them, blast away. Jacopo gives way. Brother Bobo takes over. And it's a formful beginning to the season. As
Brother Bobo in the opener at Monmouth, 1 for 1 on the Jersey Shore. And I had my first winner of the day and the first at Monmouth Park. First at Gulfstream, I had only 3 bets at Gulfstream today. Number 3, El Gran Gallego, was 2-1, 5-2 in most of the betting, and then all of a sudden he got pounded down. Left the post at 2-5, right to the front.
That little loss in between horses, but as they turn for home, Armio throws across at El Gran Gallego, and he's now 7 in front. Left to the left for everybody else. Running up the inside, down the outside, Phil's Comprise. Phil's Comprise will get into second, but El Gran Gallego wraps up Armio.
Oh yeah, doubled the bet on El Gran Gallego, and that's 2 wins to start the day. The third at Belmont was a maiden special weight for 3-year-olds and up, and my top pick was number 6, Dr. Mounty. The key here was at Belmont, 1 1/16 and even 1 1/8 races, because of the vastness of the track, are run at 1 turn. Dr. Mounty had debuted back at the championship meet here at Gulfstream on Fountain of Youth Day against my co-best bet of the day, Mo Power, who had 50 to win on that day. So he was making his second start for Todd Pletcher. Mo Power won, but he had to work hard to beat Dr. Mounty at a 1-turn mile. Dr. Mounty came back at his next, and he went 1 1/8 around 2 turns. No, not the right configuration. Today, third start of his career for Hall of Famer Shug McGahee. Jose Ortiz up, pressed the pace to the far turn.
They're into the stretch. Dr. Mounty is the leader and is pulling away here. Dr. Mounty by 3, leaving just a little bit more behind, but from the back of the pack, Tail of Mist is unwinding now. Tail of Mist is trying to put in a late rally. On the outside, Dr. Mounty still with a daylight lead though, and Dr. Mounty has it won. Tail of Mist
Triple
gets
the
up
bet.
for...
That's nice, close to $35 on Dr. Mounty at Belmont Park. The fourth at Pimlico, we were on the turf, and it was my best bet of the day in Maryland. It's a maiden claimer going 1 mile on the inner course, and I like number 6 at Bridge of Luck. My first concern was when I looked at Gabby Gaudet's picks, and she'd already had a 13-1 winner today. None, 0 of the top 3 reflected my pick. Gabby's usually pretty sharp, but in looking through the Beyer speed figures, in her 4 turf races, Bridge of Luck had run a 64, 69, 70, and 65. And of the 53 races run by her rivals, 3 races could compete with any of those numbers. 1 was run in 2014, 2 were run over a year ago in 2015. Nothing this year. But as they approached the far turn, she was well in the back, and I'm like, she better be much the best, and all of a sudden, big move on the turn.
Bridge of Luck in 7th now, still 6 off that lead, and followed by Longing to Travel. Silver Wraith is ridden on for more, and Buffed is the last horse, so Imperial Mills Me is still out there. 50-1 was the half-mile fraction. Imperial Me with a gang of horses chasing Extreme outside now. Here is Bridge of Luck firing up, and into the stretch. Bridge of Luck takes the lead. Bridge of Luck a length in front. Bridge of Luck is there, Shandi on Kia, and then Longing to Travel third. Center track is Moonlit Friday. They're in the final furlong. It is Bridge of Luck and Alex Cintron, 3 lengths in front. Shandi on Kia, then Longing to Travel. Bridge of Luck coming on to win clear.
The best of the day in Maryland. Bridge of Luck! Oh yeah, baby. The 6th at Churchill Downs was my best bet of the day, and I thought I knew something that everybody else didn't, in that the key to this race went back to the race on April the 16th on the undercard on Jenny Wiley Day, where Tepin was my bet of the day that day. But my second best bet of the day came in a maiden special weight where I liked Karina. Karina was coming out of a race where the runner-up was going to run in a stakes race next time out, and Karina had been second best. She went off at a prohibitive 1-5, and man, she was tons the best that day. Well, chasing Karina home was none other than Juliet, who was number 3 today, going 5.5 furlongs in the Churchill Downs maiden special weight. They broke out of the gate. She went right to the front, dueled into the turn, and opened up.
There's a quarter mile to go. Juliet's off the turn, holding on to that lead. On the outside, Sandora's coming with a bid, though. Here comes Sandora coming after Juliet. Juliet's shaken up, holding on by 1 with 1 furlong left. Sandora's full out, but is still second. Anathella's back to third, down to the final 16th. Juliet now has opened up by 2 and opened up by 3, and she'll do it. Juliet is the winner
Churchill
by
Downs
2.5.
best bet of the day, 20 to win. Nice. It's my 5th winner on the day. The 6th at Belmont, we were on the turf for a non-winners of 2 allowance event, and I like number 7, Offering Plan. The fact that she was running for Chad Brown and Javier Castellano would have made her the choice. The fact that she was clearly the class of the field would have made her the choice. The fact that in her last 2 starts, she'd earned a 96 and a 99 buyer, giving her a double buyer advantage, would have made her the choice. But what made her my bet of the day at Belmont was the fact that Chad Brown had brought this filly back to the races, not once, not twice, but 3 times fresh, and won all 3. Today, she stalked the pace through the turn, split horses. She had to be asked. She was running.
Still making decision and integrity. These 2 coming toward the top of the stretch, and Western Reserve is getting closer to them. After 3 quarters in 1:11-1, they're into the stretch. It is Make a Decision in front, putting away integrity. Here come Western Reserve and Offering Plan now. Ascent has moved up into 4th. Western Reserve and Offering Plan coming up after Make a Decision. Then Ascent, who's diving to the inside for a late run. Offering Plan, Western Reserve, Ascent, Make a Decision. They're coming down to the wire. Offering Plan got there.
Prime time. Best bet of the day at Belmont. Offering Plan, 20 to win. Nice. The 8th at Churchill Downs was their feature. The Unbridled Sydney, going 5 furlongs on the turf, and the choice looked to be number 1, Acapulco. Acapulco had started her career at Keeneland on the dirt, going 4.5 furlongs as a filly against the Colts, and was 3-5. She didn't win that day, but trainer Wesley Ward shipped her to Royal Ascot to run in the Group 2 Queen Anne Stakes, and she was sent off the favorite there, and she won against 20 horses. Came back in a Group 1 against the Colts as the 5-2 favorite and ran 3rd. Off the shelf, she looked tons the best today. She has Royal Ascot on her mind again. Didn't need to be at her best. Dueled into the turn.
On the far turn, that battle up top between Calypso Run, Amarachi, and Acapulco. With Lindisfarne in pursuit, swinging to the far outside, and Late Spring is catching up too. So they turn for home. Acapulco down inside with a narrow lead off the turn. Calypso Run now a length behind in second. Late Spring is getting on track down the center of the course with 2 lengths to make up and 1 furlong to do it. Acapulco, though, digs down and opens up a little bit more. Leads by 2.5, now by 3. Late Spring, full of run, but is going to be second best to Acapulco, who is the winner on the wire by 3.
Acapulco, much the best in the unbridled Sydney. On to Royal Ascot. Oh yeah, that's win number 7 today. Acapulco takes the unbridled Sydney. I picked up my first win of the summer season in Chicago in the 6th at Arlington. There isn't a better front-end rider in Chicago, and I think in all of North America, than E.T. Baird. And he had the ride of number 4, Carlientia. He went right to the front.
It's Carlientita, who leads by a length and a half to Greeley's Charisma, who sets sights on Carlientita, who turns in front with a couple of furlongs to go. Posh Ruler in the red blinkers, and Samadora cuts the corner, and on the outside, Frisky Whiskey streamed away in fifth. They have 3/16 to go into reeling Carlientita. It's Carlientita looking good here for E.T. Carlientita has shrugged off Greeley's Charisma. Posh Ruler is staying on from the inside, and Samadora at that 1 pace. Coming inside the final 16th, Carlientita in a landslide at 4-5. Carlientita
Double the bet, in hand all the way. The third at Santa Anita was my best bet of the day out west. It was the Singletary Stakes. I like the favorite number 2, Akatur. Akatur had won her debut on the turf and then was close up in stakes tries in her next 2. She was Brad Free's best bet of the day after coming off that last out second place to a horse that was within a nose of winning a grade 2 at Churchill Downs on Derby Day. She stalked the maiden 18-1 leader into the turn, opened up. Here came the closer.
Brian is fourth at the quarter pole, and Arcature, the favourite, takes the lead and moves away easily a length and a half to Mr. Rory, followed by Tristan's Trilogy. Lucky Brian is fourth. Past the 8th pole comes Arcature with a 2.5 length lead. Tristan's Trilogy moving into second. Mr. Rory third. Lucky Brian is fourth. Arcature just a length. Tristan's Trilogy's going to worry him late. Arcature has to pull out all the stops, and he
20 to
win it by a
win
hit.
on my 4th prime time bet of the day, victory of the day, and my 9th overall. Opening day at Monmouth. It was a good day out here at Gulfstream. Cashed on a lot of tickets, including a lot of primetime bets, and had a good time to boot. I will be off to Ohio on Tuesday, so I will be spending Preakness weekend with my family in Ohio. But hey, still play on Express Bet.